Red Hot Gotsy, come subscribe, like, come subscribe, like, come subscribe, like, come subscribe. Red Hot Gotsy. Alright, so this is the last part of this whole little, like, I guess, rant or review of Demon Slayer. Now, I might do a more, like, in-depth, coherent review of the series, because I know this is very much a rant and kind of just off the cuff, kind of just me rambling about like random stuff. But if you want like a more coherent review, I'll do that, definitely. I might just do it anyway. But yeah, going back to just the pacing and just how each half of the series is, like I said, the last half is just one big arc, and it's just like, all right, it's fine, I think it leads into the final battle well enough, but then the pacing of the final battle is just really annoying and trash, and just everything that was happening I just did not care about. It's just so much of nothing, for me at least. I did like the idea of Tanjiro turning into a demon, though. I think that was interesting, and like him turning back to human after or at least the whole thing, like leaving his system, and him like talking to Muzan one last time, and then him rising from like the abyss and like the darkness that Muzan was covering him in, kind of thing, and his friends like pushing him up, and all the people who died, like Rengoku and all the other Hashuras. That was a really good scene, a really good panel and stuff like that. And then Muzan was like crying like, "Oh, Tanjiro, don't leave! Oh my god, I'm scared!" Freaking pussy. Muzan was too scared to die. I understand it though. He's still a coward though. In general, if I had to go over the the Hashuras and stuff like that, I would say the Hashira Uzi, which is the next one that you see in the anime. I would say he's one of my favorite. Probably. Trying to think. Obviously, there's Giyu. My man's Giyu is lit. No one can say otherwise. He's 10 out of 10. No problems with him at all. He's perfect. Look at him. No, I'm playing though. Yeah, I would say Giyu is like probably my favorite. I'll put him like S tier if I had to like put him on a tier list, and I might actually put it make a tier list, because I thought about making one. I kind of started one a couple days ago, but I didn't finish it. I really have to think it over though. That's why this video is kind of like just a ramble, and it's kind of like off the cuff, because didn't really think about it. But I have like general ideas, and that's why I'm kind of spewing them. But yeah, Uzi is definitely one of my favorite. He has 3 wives, so he's pimping, no simping. I would say his breathing technique is very cool. He's a very fast character in general, very powerful. Yeah, not much to say about it. I think he did well against Gitaru and Daki. Beat the crap out of Daki, and Daki's garbage though, let's be honest. Even Tanjiro was wiping the floor with her. Jesus. So yeah, I would say Yushiro, not Yushiro. Shinobu and Kanyo's relationship was actually very cool and very interesting, and it kind of like Kanyo and Inosuke's like team up against Doma was very cool, and just seeing Shinobu's like has the poison and stuff like that, which is an interesting touch, seeing that she's like weaker than the other demon slayers. I like that there's some variety in that, and then to see her die to Doma, and it's just like I didn't expect her to die at all. So because I knew demon slayers were gonna die in this series, I just didn't know who and when, why, and stuff like that. So yeah, it was very tragic to see that, and they kind of explained it as to where like she was basically sort of like planning to die in order to defeat Doma, or at least slow him down and stuff like that, so they could kill him. I think the snake pillar kind of presents a problem with the series, and that's that the backstories in general just feel kind of copy and paste from Tanjiro's backstory, and it feels entirely too similar. Like, I had a happy past, or at least a content past. The Demon Slayer, is born because, oh, my family died and trauma, and then I trained, and or I already had the skill and I became a demon slayer. Now, like, I would say Snake Pill is a tiny bit different, just because he was basically like being tortured, or not tortured, um, trapped in like that little like cage, and fed every now and then he was going to be killed by the snake worshipping thing. Like everyone was like worshiping that snake goddess, kind of, whatever the fuck. Um, and then he escaped, and his family died. So it's like the whole family dying and becoming a doom slayer. It's like a very like stereotypical aspect of this show. And then with like Tandro, even he like has this sense of smell, so he has something special to him that makes him become an even like better demon slayer, just like Zenitsu and Inosuke. It's like it's just copy and paste. Like, and my whole thing is, the reason I have a problem with this is, the reason I have a problem with it, they don't explain like why he has this sense of smell. That's like hugely important, very powerful sense of smell. Same thing with Inosuke and Zenitsu. It's never explained, um, and it's like, when you add on all these things that are just wrong with the character, plus the idea that they don't flesh them out, it's like, no wonder these characters are garbage, and I don't understand how you can defend them at this point. I would say Uzi Tengen is probably one of my favorite. I'd say he's a very powerful Hashira. I think he's one of the weaker ones, but he's one of my favorite. He got 3 wives. Pimping, never simping. That's how we roll. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think he's an entertaining character, and he's very flashy. I'll say very flashy, and I like that aspect. I like that quirkiness of him. He has a personality. Can't hate it. It gets kind of annoying sometimes, but yeah, in general, he's better than Zenitsu. I'll say that. And I like his interactions with Inosuke, how he like kind of punks him sometimes. Kind of shows like the dominance of like the pillars, or like Hashiras, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, cool character. I liked his relationship with the one wife, the wife with the I think she was in the purple. She's probably my favorite. Actually, no, I would say the one that was yelling all the time. The one with the I think it was Maki, something like that. The one with the yellow hair, like the yellow hair in the front. I think that was the one that was yelling and screaming and stuff and getting mad. I would say the mist pillar. Just I don't even remember his name. Tokito. Yeah, yeah. Tokito was cool. He was, whatever. I guess he did his thing. Definitely towards the end of where he helped kill Kokoshibo. I just don't really care for him. Calling him cool, I'm just being like nice, to be honest. I don't care for him at all. I think he was a placeholder just for someone who had to die, just for the sake of the plot. Well, no, I don't know if the mangaka knew they were gonna kill that character off in particular, but the mangaka definitely did not care for this character as much as a Rengoku or like a Giyu or something like that. So eventually, they had to die, and it's whatever. I don't really care for the character. Powerful. They were powerful enough, and I think they were one of the marked Tokito. And definitely had their relationship with Tanjiro in the, what was it? I forget what the arc is called, but the Swordsmith Village arc. Yeah. So I guess that was cool now, but then it kind of introduces another problem with Nezuko learning how to freaking walk in the freaking sun. Which is like, how? It doesn't make any sense, does it? Matsuri, I think her name is. The love pillar is just kind of whatever. She has a weird ass sword that like moves around like a snake. Kind of like the. I'm kind of actually surprised that the snake pillar didn't have something like that. Oh, it's kind of weird. She's kind of just there. I don't really give a damn about her. Don't have much to say. I wish her and the snake pillar's relationship was fleshed out. Other than that, yeah, that's about it. So yeah, overall, I'd probably give Demon Slayer like a 3 or 4 out of 10. And I know that's very harsh, but this series has a lot of problems that I haven't even gotten to everything, to be honest. But I want to just end it off here, and come subscribe, like if you want to see more anime content or Marvel content or DC content or Cobra Kai, whatever. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.
No way, Jose.
Red Hot Gotsy, come subscribe, come subscribe, come subscribe, come subscribe.